Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here. So here I am advertising an event. Not an event that I'll be hosting, but it will be an event I'll be attending. Basically, some of you will know that I used to host events for Zybez, and that's no longer something that I am doing. I've decided to move on to a new website, and that website is Zaffre. It is basically a kind of community. It's basically RuneScape community meets YouTube community. So it combines both together, and there's quite a few famous YouTubers that use the forums, and yeah, it's a great place to be, especially if you have people that you enjoy watching YouTube. Chances are you'll be able to speak to them and see them on the Zaffre website as well. But yeah, it's intended to be kind of like a social media website. It's not there quite yet. It's not 100% done though, and it's only been up for 2 months, and so far it's going pretty well. So yeah, we're hosting our first official event on the Zaffre forums. So that is what I'm here to tell you about. So firstly, the guy's called mayonnaise. You may know him. He is a YouTuber. I think well, actually, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I haven't even got a clue if he is a YouTuber now. I've just said that, believing so, but I'm not 100% sure on that now. But anyway, so we've got the Zaffre Corporeal Beast event coming up on Saturday. So, this Saturday, so perhaps in the next 48 hours for you guys, depending on when I post this video. But yes, Saturday the 24th of September. It will be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will also be at 6:30 p.m. British Summer Time, which is equal to GMT+1. If you don't know what time it is in your place of area, in your area of residence, in your time zone, then definitely make sure you check out the thread. Basically, there'll be 2 links in the description relating to Zaffre. One will be a referral link, so if you haven't got an account on the forums, make sure you use the first link, so you can get referred by myself, and I get to see how many of you actually follow the link and join Zaffre website because of me. And then the second link, which you can click afterwards, will take you directly to the event thread, which gives you all the information. So if you can't follow the information I give you in the video, definitely have a look at the thread. And you know what, have a look at the thread anyway, because you'll find information you will need to know that I won't be able to relay to you in this video. But yeah, the main reason to go there would be definitely the countdown timer. There is a countdown timer that will tell you how many hours, days, minutes to go until the event starts. So that's the easiest way to work out when the event will be for yourself. Just work it out with the countdown timer. And then let's see. So once again, the host will be mayonnaise. If you want to check out how to spell his name, which you'll have to do if you want to get into his friends chat, then you'll definitely have to go to the event thread. The drops will be coin shared. One thing that I absolutely hate is the fact that one person usually gets all the drops. So the last thing you want to do is have a loot share event, so he gets all the small drops, and then he also gets the big drops, and everyone's always a bit disappointed. And let's face it, there's always moaners who always complain about some person getting all the drops all the time, and in my mind I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, of course he deserves it. He's got the loot share points. He's obviously missed something, and he deserves to get this kind of payback. But not everyone understands it like that, and at very least I need to make sure that they don't get the big drops as well. So big drops will be coin shared, so hopefully we get a nice Elysian or Divine split. The event will be on World 92. It will be no other world. I've actually just noticed on the thread that it does say if the world is full, this may change. I will tell you now that will not change. It will be World 92. I mean, why should we change worlds with the new queue system? The new queue system is definitely one of the best updates Jagex have had for quite a while. Good thinking, finally. Probably a bit awaited though. I mean, should have come early, surely rather. And also then the meeting place. The meeting place will be outside the Corporeal Beast lair. Well, I say outside, I mean directly outside the room the Corporeal Beast is in, and not actually outside the dungeon itself, otherwise you'll be in the wilderness, and I'm not guaranteeing your safety out there. I'm not actually going to guarantee your safety in the Corporeal Beast lair either, but at least someone won't be able to KO you with claws, and at least you won't get embarrassed, or as embarrassed as you could be. Now, to be honest, dying against the Corporeal Beast is probably embarrassing. I would know. I die pretty much every trip a few times. But also then go to the thread and see requirements, recommendations, and most importantly gear and inventory. There are a few minimum requirements, so unfortunately, you know, if you're not up to scratch, you might not be welcome. That is up to mayonnaise, of course. But one of the most strict requirements that are up there that, you know what, I agree with to some level, on some level, is the fact that you will need a Zamorakian Spear and no alternatives unless you are going to range. And if you are going to range, we only want to see ruby bolts for the first half, and then whatever you want to use in the second half. Well, no, not whatever you want to use, but if you want to continue using rubies in the second half, go ahead. But towards the latter stages where the ruby effect is really minimal, you might want to switch to diamonds or something like that. Also bring emerald bolt perhaps to stun the core, though honestly, hopefully you will all be attacking the core, so it will just die anyway. And yeah, so yeah, definitely one of the main requirements if you're going to be meleeing, which most of you will be, is to get a Zamorakian Spear. And let's face it, guys, you really shouldn't have a problem getting one. If you do, then you're just being plain lazy. They're very cheap, and I understand some of you cannot afford it, but that is still not an excuse, because when it's that cheap, the lend price is just, you know, ridiculously low. Basically, you should be able to get a Zamorakian Spear for as little as 20k an hour to lend, and honestly, if you can't afford that, then you can't possibly afford all the food that you'll be losing at the Corporeal Beast. So in that case, there would be no point in coming at all, would there? So definitely make sure that you bring some decent equipment. Have a look at the requirements, because the last thing you want to do is spend time trying to make the event and then finding yourself getting kicked out because, you know, you haven't met some certain requirement. And let's face it, when it comes to a weapon, we're going to notice if you're using a dragon spear. It's not that hard to see. So yeah, it won't be that hard to find you out. And at the end of the day, that's not up to me, though. I won't be kicking anybody. That's up to Maze. So make sure you do follow the rules as much as possible, because it's up to him what he decides is best. So that is everything. Once again, Zaffre hosting our first official event, Corporeal Beast Mass. I hope to see many of you there. I will certainly be there myself for at least an hour. And that is all, guys. Hopefully vlogs will continue tomorrow. Also a bit of an explanation about what's been going on these last week. It hasn't been my fault. I've been wanting to upload these videos ages in advance, but YouTube have been having some problems. So if you didn't know, I'll explain that in the next video, which will be a vlog, and I'll also show you my progress, because I made quite some progress. Well, I say quite some progress, but you'll get it when you see the video. So until hopefully tomorrow, maybe Saturday, when I post a vlog, maybe I'll post a bit from Corporeal Beast as well. Until then, see you guys.